Your friend is safe and sound, sir. Well, thank goodness. I won't forget this kindness. Here, take a stamp. Ah, there we go. Now we finish that row. This has me rethinking this whole adventurer thing. Maybe I'm just not cut out for it. What are you saying? Wounds will heal. We'll be back on our feet in no time. But you think a little setback like this is gonna stop me? I told you I'm gonna see those bears with my own two eyes. Now that sounds like an adventurer. It's important to learn about your limits, and about what to train in advance, and about preparation, of course. But to me, it's iron will that makes an adventurer. The unbreakable determination to press on, find the treasure, and make it out of any situation alive, no matter what. Wow, that's actually a decent speech. With a spirit like that, you could definitely make it to the depths of the barrows. I believe in you. Thanks, I'll make it, no doubt in my mind. Yeah, fine, I'll go too. Can't let you take all the glory. Obviously. Even if you tried to worm your way out of it, I'd drag you down there myself. Stock up on meds next time, yeah? And take care of your weapons. Good advice. Thanks. Sorry to keep you waiting, Isha. Let's take a look at that diary, shall we? Yes, of course. Too many eyes around here. Let's go somewhere quiet. My place. No one will bother us there. Are we going to actually get to see the interior for a moment? After the truth. Alright. Let's just go ahead and get this part out of the way. Ah, they put us on the porch. Alright. Let's see. What's in here then? Right. May 3rd. I received a clandestine letter from the... what would her dad's voice be? Responsible mayor figure. Some interest in magical knowledge, at least. Right. I received a clandestine letter from the Chaldean Empire regarding the Rune Barrows, signed by a man by the name of Erstwine. He claimed to be in the service of the Chaldean Lord, neglected to name any names. A Chaldean Lord? He offered a hefty sum in exchange for information on the Barrows, and exclusive rights to excavate therein. The Barrows belong to the League of Nations. The choice to sell them off to some imperial nobleman is not mine alone to make. I must report this to Mulka at once. Exclusive mining right? Ooh, sorry, my throat is... Give me a second here. Okay, sorry about that. Exclusive mining rights? Why is the Empire being so sneaky about it? I do not know. I did not know any of this. Let's read on. May 18th. Cannot understand what Mulka is thinking. He will grant New Navia neither funds to rebuild nor soldiers to protect its people from monsters. Surely even he can see this is a death sentence. And he had the gall to entrust me with matters pertaining to the Barrows. Some Margrave he has turned out to be. How can I alone save a town that has been abandoned by its Margrave? I fear I may no longer be in a position to resist Erstwine's mysterious offer. I'd heard as much from the townsfolk, but what a useless Margrave he turned out to be. He just left everyone to die. Margrave Mulka's behavior was certainly odd upon reflection. How could a greedy little man like him turn his nose up at the money-making potential of the Barrows? Perhaps he and this Erstwine character were conspiring together. You think the League of Nations would throw its oar in with the Empire? What's in it for them? Right. Selling the rights means the Empire gets to keep everything. League wouldn't like that. If he was as greasy as you say, why wouldn't he keep it all for himself? Right, exactly. What if, instead, he had been promised something more valuable than that which could be found in the barrows? For example, his own life and the survival of House Chantra. Isha, what are you saying? If I were this Hurstwine fellow's lord, I would offer Molka a chance to keep his lands free of imperial influence, should the Empire become aggressive. In exchange, Molka would be expected to turn a blind eye to anything regarding the Barrows. That alone would be enough to turn a spineless, self-serving man like Molka. And the Empire could come and go as they please, with no one to oppose them. The League isn't just a tool for the Empire to use and abuse, though. What right would they have? You think the Empire would start a war over one measly little ruin? No, perhaps not over one ruin. Regardless, starting a war would mean giving up their anonymity. Why expose yourself if you didn't have to? We know not who this lord is, but they are close enough to the Emperor to wield his power. They must be of considerable influence, highly ranked, no doubt. Someone callous enough to manipulate Molka so readily may not care if their actions result in war. Or worse still, someone intent on sowing the seeds of disorder, someone for whom war is the goal. Alright. Let's keep in mind that this is your own little fantasy we're talking about here. Of course, but it would explain Molka's behavior. And if I'm right, the person behind it must be more villainous than I can even imagine. A storm may yet be approaching. Big one. You sure know a lot about politics for a kid. She's been acting mayor in this town for a bit, right? I told you before, my magic made it difficult to make friends. So my father bought me a great many books. The friends I knew in my books were the only friends I had. Oh, that sucks, honestly. Jeez. Remember, I live in a remote frontier town. Passing merchants and annual trips to the city were my only chance to add to my collection. Children's books were hard to come by. History, math, I was given a lot of awfully difficult books. Even still, I enjoyed when my father would read to me. I enjoyed learning to read myself even more. Every time I learned a new word, he'd pat my head, say something like, "You're so smart, Isha. Good job." Oh. Garu, you're not crying, are you? Of course not. Just got something in my eye. You're the one crying, mate. Nuh-uh. My eyes are just a little sweaty or something. You know, if Isha is right, why does this Lord fellow want the treasure in the barrow so badly anyway? That I do not know, but according to my father, they also wanted information. Is it possible that they didn't know what was down there? But they must have been looking for something. Something? Something, anything. I don't know. Let's keep reading. May 23rd. Today's General Assembly could not have gone worse. My proposal to send an expedition into the Barrows was opposed fiercely by the town elders. Something about a sorcerer of legend. Shiva, in particular, was very vocal in his disdain for my idea. Not surprising, given what he knows about the Barrows' blessing. Even so, there's no going back now. The pact with Hurstwine has already been made. I have heard the Empire's research into magic has been progressing well. If they would just lend us their support, I'm sure we could find a way around that damn blessing. The Barrow's blessing? What could that be? Treasure. A flashback moment. I suppose my father is my treasure. Growing up with his magic and his hair, everyone around me seemed unnerved. But my father always stood by me, even when no one else would. He told me this power was a gift from the land, encouraged me to be proud of who I was, what I was. I was right. Just like the citizens of Old Nevea, and those monsters, I'm one of that sorcerer's experiments. Wait, we don't know that yet. He's right. There's more to read. More? The next entry is about the expedition into the Barrows. May 28th. While searching the Barrows, we came upon a four-legged monster, iron legs, no less. Except for me and Kukurit, who I believe may have escaped, the rest of the expedition team are dead. Forgive me, everyone. Who escaped? Kukurit. I am wounded, perhaps beyond hope. Isha, I am sorry for leaving you alone in this cruel world. Are, and will forever be, one and only treasure. I wanted to solve the mystery of these bears and free you from their blessing once and for all. My dear, dear daughter, I pray that your life be long and rich with happiness. Isha, are you alright? Did this diary be believed? My father's already... In that case, who have we been chasing all this time? Okay, take it easy. We don't know yet. Save your platitudes. Look, all this blood. Father, were you in the Barrows because of me? Oof. Isha, life isn't always as simple as a treasure hunt, right? There'll be hard times and harder times again. There'll be times when you just want the earth to open up and swallow you whole. So never feel bad about falling to your knees if that's where the world is pushing you. Cry till you can't cry no more. But never, and I mean never, let life break your spirit. When you're done crying, you stand up and press on, no matter what. Just like she said before. Now that sounds like an adventure. It's important to learn about your limits and about what your training demands and about preparation, of course. But to me, it's iron will that makes it an adventure. The unbreakable determination to press on, find the treasure, and make it out of any situation alive, no matter what. No matter what they throw at you, if you can stand up on the other side of it, then you've not lost yet. The treasure that'll make it all worthwhile is in front of you, not behind you. So you gotta get back up. Isha, if we're ever gonna know the truth, we'll have to find whatever that was in the Barrows. But we already searched the Barrows. Father wasn't there. Take a look at this. What's that? Last page of the diary. The mayor drew this, didn't he? But Father was an earnest researcher. This looks like he copied an old map of Nevia? And if this map is right, there's a menhir in the plaza that'll take us somewhere we haven't been yet. The clock tower. Menhir in the plaza? Would you... Yep, Shiva's clock tower, yep. Old Shiva and his old pals built that clock tower around a menhir. The people of Old Nevia must have done it after they sealed the sorcerer away, so that no one would ever go back to that part of the Barrows. The mayor we saw is there. I just know it. My scavenger sense is telling me so. Sense, huh? Scavenger sense is nothing to sniff at. Mercs have it too, you know. Instincts. Honed through years of experience. Okay. I'll believe in your scavenger sense, CJ. We should find Shiva. Ask him about the clock tower and about this Barrow's blessing. Woo, that was a long bit of story there. Alright, real quick, I'm going to save. And I have to go use the restroom. I will be right back in just a moment. Alright, sorry about that. I am back now. But let's see. So we saved there. And we just went through a number of main quest steps. So there's a very high likelihood that we're going to have some more jobs. Let's check and be certain. Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's make the rounds then. Let's check residential first. We'll make the rounds. We'll pick up and turn in any quests that we can. Miss. You okay, kid? My name is North. I lost my papa. Would you help me? Sure, tell me about your papa. You don't know him? He's the best hunter in the land. Hunter? Okay, I'll take a look around. Why is everyone so childish around here? You seem upset. Charlie's my name. I was hoping to make some friends here, but everyone here is so immature. Not that I want to hang out with old folks or anything. You know, just someone a little older than me would be nice. Wonder if there's anyone who fits that description around here. I know of one. I thought that too, but they're a little... Couldn't hurt to try. Please, tell me about this person. I'll tell you, but you might not like what you hear. Let me go check with them first. Wonder who they're thinking of. You CJ? The same CJ who caught the legendary salmon? I'm Jill. I'm on a quest to catch an extra large salmon. Up for a challenge, are you? Extra large salmon? Wait, which is better? I can tell you which is bigger. That's what she said? Alright. In that case, challenge accepted. Ming Ming. You must be the girl who's been breaking everyone's fishing records around here. CJ, right? I'm Ming Ming. But even you can't possibly catch a large catfish. Large catfish? Sounds fun. I'll give it a shot. Ha, I'd like to see you try. You'll live to regret those words. Hoping I live to regret a lot of things. Realistically speaking, you know, the longer I live, the more things I'll probably have to regret, yeah? Maybe not the most optimistic way to look at it, but it is technically true. And one of those weird silver lining things. Alright, nothing else here. Back to the plaza. We'll talk to you in a bit. I want to get side quest stuff out of the way first. Young lady, you may call me Jackie. You have the look of an adventurer about you. Have you perchance heard tales of the Barrows being home to a rather special hammer in your adventures? No, but I haven't yet, but I'm more than happy to take a look for you. Wait here. CJ, I'm bored. Need you to play with me. Play with you? I'm an adventurer, kid. Very busy. Don't you have friends your own age? I guess it's not that easy to make friends, huh? I'll go find you some friends. Wait here. Alright. CJ, a moment. Sure, what is it, Hugo? You enjoy collecting these stamps, yes? I have a task for you, if you're up to it. Go on. Frankly, it's been too quiet around here. Sword arm hasn't been this stiff in years. I should like to test my blade against giant hunks of ice. I've heard much of their durability. We shall see about that. I could probably get ice hunks from the monsters on the summit, I suppose. Got it. Be right back. No, it's gonna be a little bit longer before we get him his ice chunk. I was already searching for one of those before. No one sitting out here. Here. Lost Beast Child's daddy. Probably here on Outlander Lane, I'd wager. My thoughts exactly. Hey you, come here. Yes? I'm Tarai, but it doesn't matter who I am. What matters is who you are. You know Master Yugo, don't you? Master Yugo? I suppose I do, yeah. I'll only ask this once then. There's nothing going on between you and Master Yugo, is there? Going on? The little sweat bubble from that lady. She turns around and walks away. It's like, she heard that question. She's like, nope. Come on, mate. Look who you're talking to. Whatever. Look, I've been doing a little investigation on Master Eiyuden, and I found out he's partial to salted plums. Huh? I'd like to gift Master Eiyuden some salted plums, but I can't seem to find any around. Would you try to track them down for me? I can try, but if you... That's a typo. I can try, but if you are, say there are not. But if you are, say there are not. English is weird, though. I can't blame anybody for that. It is fun to see translation errors continuing in JRPGs, though. Anyway, I can try, but if you say there aren't any around, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to look. Hogan told me before that he stocked them from time to time. Unfortunately, now it doesn't seem to be one of those times. Okay, well, if I find any, I'll bring them straight to you. Hunter? Well, there was a beastman in here earlier talking about going hunting in the woods. The forest, huh? You are Miss CJ, are you not? Miss CJ? Wow. Yeah, that's me. I'm Michael. I believe you have already met my employer, Master Enzo? Oh boy. Oh, that gourmand guy who hangs around the inn? The very same. I have heard from my master that you are reliable. Got upgraded from Vile, did I? My master had intended to investigate the mine, you see. If plenty of ore were to be found within, this town would no doubt be a prime investment opportunity. In that case, please leave everything to my associate CJ here. What, Isha? I mean, we got plenty, so. Alright, we got you what you asked for. Incredible. Now, if you'll stamp my card, I'll be on my way. Alright, only 9 stamps left to go on the platinum card. Hey there, lady. Got a minute? She's too beautiful. Why am I nervous? Oh, she just got a little girl crush here. Yes? You happen to have seen a girl who looks like me around here? She's my sister. Goes by the name Laurel. Oh, you must be Earl. Earl? Earl? Is it just Earl? I'm gonna assume Earl. I haven't seen Laurel around in a while, though. Looks like I'll have to find out for myself if she went off into the woods looking for elves. You can't go into the forest by yourself. Let me take care of it for you. Well, we got a few different quests sending us into the forest, so that's good. Okay, I figure Milor might be the person. Say, Milor. What's up, CJ? There's this kid called Charlie looking for older friends. You wouldn't be interested in that, would you? Charlie? The fluffy kid? Interested? I'm in, CJ. Is that so? Oh, also. Uh-oh. You okay, Milor? You look a little pensive. Oh, hi, scavenger girl. Yeah, I'm just thinking about what happened. The eruption? Yeah, that was really something. You don't think everyone hates me now, do you? Self-awareness at last, huh? I'm sure they don't. But if you like, I could go ask around for you. Wait here, I'll report back in a bit. Yo, Hogan! CJ, help! I need your help! What's the matter? It's about the... Sorry, excuse me. It's about the treasure chest them bandits took from me. I heard another one's been seen. Down the barrows, no less. One of them adventurers said they saw it down there. If it's in the barrows, it won't be long before bandits get their hands on it again. I'm afraid that's all I've got to go on, but would you mind? Leave it to me. Now, you don't happen to have plums now, do you? You do not? But you might after I do that part of your quest, however. You got anything new? Nope. You're one of those guys who abandoned Milor. CJ, Garu, Isha. That's me, alright. Name's Starling, by the way. Not that it matters what you call a coward like me. Huh? I've been getting earfuls from people. Gaktao, Squash, Hogan, even Yugo. Makes sense that you've come to say your piece. I heard my pal Lucas was looking to apologize too. I should do the same. I guess I'll start with you three. DJ, Isha, Garu. I'm sorry for being such a sorry adventurer. Hey, don't make this awkward, okay? I think Milord deserves more than words, though. Any ideas what she likes? Chocolate cake. Fair. Most people do like chocolate cake, Garu. How do you, of all people, know that? I asked her last time we met. Took note of the important stuff. Important stuff? Chocolate cake it is. Do you, know where I might get one? I can get it for you, in exchange for a stamp, of course. I was hoping Squash would have a quest. Like the voice of Given Squash. It's fun. I assume the easiest place to get chocolate cake would be right here. Hi, Sarita. Could you cook up a chocolate cake for us? I certainly could. Basically gonna go around, finish up any side quests that I can without going into dungeons before heading out and adventuring. Here you go, one chocolate cake. She'll definitely hear you out when she sees this. I owe you guys big. As promised, a stamp. Alright, with that, let's head to the plaza. Oh, well, there's somebody right there. Milor? That magical girl, Milor? She's a liability from what I've heard. I, for one, wouldn't want to go adventuring with a sorcerer as wild as her. That's for sure. Can't say I blame you. Milor. Young lads probably have a lot of time for her, I'd imagine. But I like my sorcerers a little less green behind the ears. The type that can look after themselves in a pinch. She is pretty inexperienced, I suppose. That would certainly put people off. Can't get experience if you won't give her a chance. No way! That boy chased Yum Yum away! He did what? Lore, of course I know her. She's great. Really think so? She's really pretty, and she's strong enough to break that wall. I hope I can be like her one day. When you put it like that. Alright, we got nothing new there. That's good. Let me check over them now. Rune Barrows. Malore in the Rune Quarter. Ah, Great Forest where you can mine plums. Why would they be pre-salted? I don't know, but okay, good to know. Okay, well, let's run through places again. Laura said she'd be friends with you. She's a little older than you. Really? I'll go say hello. Thanks, old lady. Old lady? You're lucky CJ is nice. Oof. Isn't she like 16 in this game? Aren't all the like both of our female characters like 16 years old, and Garu's might be older, but we don't actually know? I'm sure it's one of those things like if I went and dove into the lore, I could figure out exactly, but I don't know. At this point in my life, I assume any woman in an anime is underage until they tell me otherwise. It's safer that way. Never fully understood either why so much like anime and JRPG stuff has to do with like high school age kids. I assume it's because like they designed the games for kids, so they assume that the kids will be more interested in high school stuff or stuff around high school age. And when you're in like a fantasy world like this, I think it works out fine. But going into a modern setting and having like a literal high school and like having to take classes or anything of that nature will immediately put me off from a game most of the time. No way, he's too cheeky. Even for you? Man, nobody likes that kid. North. That's my boy. Oh, great. Go get him. Okay, good. I don't remember if he was here or in a different spot. Sure, I love making new friends. Okay, good. We found somebody to play with that kid. Your papa will be here shortly. Thank you, miss. Okay. Okay. Outskirts, Rune Quarter Plaza. Runa said he'd come play with you. You and him are around the same age. Seriously? I mean, I'll play with him if he wants. Alright, alright. Go on over and play nice. Give me my stamp before you go. 5 left to do. There'll be 4 left once we go report some lore in the Rune Quarter. Seems like you're pretty popular with kids. Girls in particular. Kids, huh? Girls? See. Yeah, well, at least one. A role model for little girls everywhere? Of course, that's exactly what I am. I'll get stronger and tougher and faster and... Whoa, slow down. That went well, I think. And I guess we'll go to the square real quick. Alright. Get this little bit of quest out of the way. Shiva would like a word. Quite urgent. Can it wait? It cannot. We found the mayor's diary in the barrows. I think you should give it a quick look. Dexa, how could you be so stupid as let the Empire make such fools of us? Shiva, please tell me everything you know about the Barrow's blessing. Forget about that, you hear? There's nothing anyone can do about it now anyway. Shiva, please. Please tell me. I wish I hadn't. This town, every few decades, a child is born with a raw lens inside their body. These children all have azure hair, and they're all born with a natural ability for magic. So that's why Isha can use magic. Aye, you've got a raw lens, all right, inside you. I knew it. These azure-haired children are often skilled mages, but they don't get to enjoy it for long. Lens fills them with power and corrupts their bodies. They don't live to see adulthood. No. Why? Why Isha? Why only Isha? I'd wager it's because she's gifted, knowledgeable, but I don't know. Damn it. As far back as I can remember, townsfolk had called this the Barrow's Blessing, course, the youngsters don't know of it. Only Daxa and the other elders know anything about it. Shut up, you're wrong. You must be wrong. That's not a blessing, it's a curse. You want me to take these lonely, suffering children, look them in the eye, and tell them they're cursed? Oh, sure, that would help. I didn't know. The ancestors couldn't end it. Nor could I. Nor could Daxa. And have you tried everything? You've tried absolutely everything to break this curse, have you? If Daxa had any other options, he'd never have made a deal with the Galdeans, would he? Let's see. So that's why Father ignored your protests and proceeded with the expedition. And you tried to keep me from the Barrows because you knew I had, well, not long left to live. I just wanted you to live your life in peace, that's all. Can you ever forgive me, Isha? Isha, look at me. Don't listen to another word of this. Thank you, Shiva. It would appear I have misjudged you. Look at me. You have every right to live. Anything you're born with belongs to you. Don't let some old curse make choices about who you are. What gives this sorcerer and his magic the right? Just wait till I get my hands on him. Garu does not like people messing with kids. The sorcerer. Magic. Wait. The sigil. Look, the sigil the mayor drew in this diary is the same as the sigil I saw in that lab down the Barrows. The monster in the hologram got trapped in the sigil. Then the sorcerer pulled the raw lens from its body. What? You don't think it's odd? That sorcerer was supposed to be sealed away hundreds of years ago. But still, every few decades, right here in this town, a child is born with the blessing? Even though the sorcerer's been locked away for much longer than that? You mean... Dexa said something similar a long time ago. He didn't think the numbers worked. Exactly! Isha, Shiva! There's no sorcerer down there, just a spell that's casting itself over and over. In the vision, the old Nevian who fought the sorcerer wasn't alone. The sorcerer performed the transmutation spell on all of them and grew raw lenses in each of their bodies. He said as much, didn't he? The greater the lens is determined by the amount of magical power within the subject. Exactly. Something with a lot of magical power could grow a high-grade lens if the transmutation spell was given enough time. But monsters like that don't come along every day. So instead of one big guinea pig, you try it with many, many small ones. Exactly, Garu, exactly. He sacrificed the old Nevians to try and mass-produce raw lenses. What a villain. Old Nevians must have been better with magic than the townsfolk around here today. That's why he was able to get several lenses at once from them. And of those people, some realized what he had done and sought revenge. His own creations turned against him. But the spell was set up so that it worked even when the sorcerer himself wasn't there. Kept going by the sigil in this drawing and that humongous lens we saw. That's why I was born this way. Makes sense, doesn't it? That's the reason for Isha's lens, the sigil under the town. So stands to reason if we head... I said that wrong, whatever. So stands to reason if we head to the ruins under the plaza and smash up that sigil, Isha's blessing might just break too. Not might, it will. It definitely will. Isha and I didn't get off on the right foot, but she's my friend. You know, my treasured friend. We have to try to save her. CJ. Nothing more to say, is there? Let's get down to them bears and bust it up. Garu? Gramps, this clock tower used to be a menhir, didn't it? It did? Wait, I do remember the elders mentioning something about that when I was little. The clock tower was built from a massive stone that had fallen in the plaza. I knew it! Wasn't there an indent that a rune lens could fit into somewhere? That's the only way to power a menhir. You're right, I saw it myself. The stone inside the tower has a ridge just the right size for a lens to slip in. Where? It's a hollow at the bottom, where the driving weight descends to ring the bell. There's no way to get you in there, though. Why not? The gear that connects the driving weight to the transmitting mechanism is broken. No matter how many times I wind the drum, neither the weight nor the hands will move an inch. If we can't get that weight to move, we can't reach the hollow. I'm lost. We need to rebuild the gear to get the clock tower to work. Until it works, we can't reach them in here. Is that right? Yes. Why didn't you just say that then? Alright, so let's go get a new gear made. Easier said than done. It's a big one and it has to work with the other gears and pinions too. It's got to be exactly the same as the original. There's no one around here who could make it. Please. You have someone who makes accessories. You got a pawn dealer. You've got three different people that do like weapons, armor, smithing, plus the tool shop guy. Like you have people who can do this. They might have to put their heads together, but it can be done. Anyway, where can we find someone who can then? In the capital? That's quite a trek. Or Galdea. The Empire? The Galdean Empire has a thriving mechanical industry. Surely one of their mechanists can make it. Forget it. It's even further away. Capital it is. Why can't the smithy take care of it? Tatara is good, you know. I wouldn't know about that. Well, let's go ask him. Thank you, CJ, for thinking about that. Holy cow. Alright, I do have to run to the restroom again real quick. Apparently, once I start drinking water, my bladder shrinks. Either way, I'll be back in just a few seconds.